It goes around and
love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't stop. I'm so gone, no I'm never turning back. I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so on, you're gonna be hurting bad. Cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong. You will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math, when I hate I attack. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't be
Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to another CFR Widecrest NasTrucks series coming to you live Monday night from Michigan Speedway tonight. I'm your host, Rob St. Hayter, and I am alone this evening by myself, so excuse the nasally gestures that we've got going on. We'll try and get through the night as best we can. A bit of a change at the top this week. We're seeing Timo Blundell up the top with a nice solid lap. Timo looking pretty good out there at the moment. Boys looking pretty fast, so we'll have a look at their best times. Up on the leaderboard there, 39.34 is leading Jason Holdsworth by 1,000th of a second. There's Santa Lady out there in the kick chat. Don't forget, this is our Drive for Mental Health Season 2 with support from Beyond Blue. So if anyone is in a giving mood, please click on the links when they come in to the chats, or if you're on the kick side, there is a panel down the bottom. Scroll down, click on the Beyond Blue logo, and help us achieve our goal. If we can get there, awesome. If not, it's still just as awesome because we still want to help raise money and awareness for mental health. So as we get into this evening, we have about 10 minutes of practice left, and we have got our current leader on screen, Timo Blundell. So it's been an interesting night, hopefully. We have Pete Baxter back in the seat, and Mr. Gowans is also up in the race control room helping you out up there. Jared Gilbert now on screen from all the way from North Queensland. We welcome Jared as he goes around. Tonight, big track. Looking very slick out there tonight. Can't wait to see how the boys handle it. Under race conditions, I got told by one of the drivers it should be a good night. Race pace is there, so we'll have to see how they go. But right now, just practicing some poly runs. I'll leave you with a couple of boys on the screen there. Scotty Reek and Bryce Meddings there. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. As I said, a little bit under the weather tonight. We will be going quiet and grabbing the old box of Kleenex, but we'll get through as best we can, as I said at the start of the night. So hopefully we don't have too many interruptions. We can get through. Brian Blundell on screen with his brother right behind him. Doing a little drafting. I expect to see a lot of this tonight. A few of the boys that'll pair up and try and get forward using the draft, as you do around here in Michigan. I expect to see Brandon and Jared probably jump on together as well. We've got Dylan Gray on screen. He's got his teammate Tyrone Walsh and Mickey Locke also out there as well. I think we have a new driver. We have to add him into the driver overrides. Looks like Sammy K has come in and joined us as well. Let's have a look. I'm pretty sure he's under as a fixed driver. Sammy K. It's a pleasure to see Mr. Katakazunas come and join us on the ovals. Good night for it too, actually. Ryan Huckle here on screen, at number 50, also with a blue strip. As we see him get a little loose there. Where was he? Looked like he was on the back of 4. You can see the green circle around him on the track map. That's who we're currently riding with. You guys at home? Scotty Rankin on the screen now. Bryce Meddings. You see the boys. Oh, Scott got a little loose and up into the wall. Hopefully we don't see too much of that during the racing tonight. Young Dylan Gray being the standout in this series so far in Season 2, been putting in a lot of work. So it's good to see Dylan sort of up there near the top. I do believe he's got a rear grid start for this evening. So we'll have to see how he can pull his way back through the field. So radio check from race control. Pete Baxter up in the control room tonight. So he's just going through the race briefing with the boys. Dylan Gray with a nice sliding entry into pit entry there. Very late. But still managed to get it under the speed, I think. And looks like Bryce Bennings has overshot his comm box. Scott Rankin just heading out on a lap. So just Tyrone Walsh as well. He's just laid out the law if you want to abuse on commentary out of the server, so we just made it very clear that comms are a one-way option at this stage unless it is 100% necessary. So feedbacks are not taking too much of that. So again, Pete comes with some very high credentials for race control, so we look forward to having him in the box there. Sadly, he's not on the track tonight, which is a bit of a pain because he does like to race these things. He does like to get out there and mix it with the boys. But who knows? Who knows what the future holds? We can get a couple of stewards that can run this. Maybe he can get back out there. See Dylan Gray there, just on the screen, practicing his pit entry. That's going to be the make or break tonight. Again, pit entry is going to be very tricky to get into down here at Michigan, especially under the draft. So it is only a 30-second lap, 40-second lap at most, and you're definitely going to see some guys kind of struggle, I think, into that pit entry. So Julian Mookie, you see him out there just on the front stretch. Coming around in a 1 and 2. We've seen a bit of a different line tonight. We'll see sort of 2 or 3 lines here with the 75 laps that we've got coming. So looking forward to seeing how that plays out. But there goes practice. Practice done and dusted. We're moving to quali now and get that off the screen. And it is a lone qualifying. So 2 laps, no assist, no draft from a teammate, no anything. It's just you on the racetrack for 2 laps. So go out and crack on and do your best. So we'll watch the times as they roll in. If you've got a pick for tonight, put it up in the chat. Let us know who you're backing. We'll bounce through some trucks as they sort of get started on their hot laps. Bryce Bennings going to pull up. P. Jones, good to have him back in the series again. Did have a bit of a hiatus away. Came back last week with this brand new livery. Looking rather smashing, gotta say. So it's good to have Pete back in the series again. Pete, one of our open drivers. as I say, took a leave of absence last season, but good to have him back. So looking forward to Pete sort of rising to the front. Pete Jones now, he sets 39.38, very quick. You know, Timo Blundell hasn't actually gone out yet, so he might just be staying in the shed there. Julian Wookie, 39.66, currently P2. Scotty Rankin, 39.87, first of the fixed runners there. Brendan Griffiths, again, 40.03. Again, in our fixed series, Ryan Huckle, 40.05, 2 thousandths of a second behind. And Bryce Meddings bolts into P3, 1/10 behind Julian Wookie now. As we look up and down the order, Tyrone Walsh now into P8, the 40.35. You see him just rolling out of that now. He's got his laps in the belt. Matty Chalker, one of our first donors for our Beyond Blue Season 2. They're currently P10 with a 40.82. We'll see if he can improve on that. He runs that higher line. He is a fixed runner, so again, he's part of our fixed series, so he can maybe jump up there. Scotty Rankin, the first of our fixed trucks, now 39.87. Good luck their way, Scotty. Matty Chalker, 40.58. Ryan Huckle is on his in-lap. Brian Blundell not out there. Semi K. Semi Katakazunas out there. Part of our fixed series again. Only just bounced on him for his first race tonight. Looking very smart out there in the black and orange. The white accent. We'll see what he can do. We've also got Brian Blundell on track as well. Here comes Brian on his first flight. See what he can put up on the table. Bryce Meddings currently P4, 39.71, and on his way in the pit lane to Brian Blundell up into P11 now, 41.39. He is on his second lap though. We'll see what he can deliver. Jason Holdsworth, 39.35, so out the front as Jason likes to be. Semi K up in a P10 with a 40.35, almost the same as Tyrone Walsh. Actually, it is the same as Tyrone Walsh. So there you go. Semi K comes in and puts it in the top 10. Brian now coming over the line. Does he improve? He does, for 40.23 up into P9. Puts Semi K back into 11th. Bryce Meddings is taking the time to get some extra laps in. Probably practice pit entry. Just getting down on that apron. And down into the pit entry. Beautifully done. Brian Blundell now just trickling around. Finish off his lap. Probably get it back to pit lane. And that will be our runners. Dylan Gray and Tim Blundell probably going to start at the rear. Tim doesn't normally qualify, so we'll have to see how Timmy goes. So we'll keep our eyes on Tim. 75 laps tonight from Michigan. Should be over in a blink of an eye. But looking like a lot of fun out there tonight. So, if you've got a pick for the race tonight, favourite number, favourite colour, favourite car, let us know in the chat. Tell us what you've got going on tonight. Semi K just sitting there on the track. Currently P6, so he's done a stellar job to put that up in the second position of the fixed series on his first shootout tonight with us. So well done, Sammy. Good job, buddy. I think we just got the cue to advance us. Right, so Pete up in the control room just doing his thing. So again, if we sound a little croaky, chat, do apologise. We do have a bit of a head cold, so unfortunately out of my control. There we go. So he's just advanced the session. So we will grid up and we'll get underway for what is 75 laps of Michigan. At a 2-mile circuit. Beautiful picture of the cars lined up in pit road there. Look at that. What a picture. What a picture. We'll get the safety car up. Nothing like seeing all the cars just line up at 45 degrees in pit lane. Really love seeing that. Really do like seeing that. Such a good little opportunity to get a nice little photo there. If for their team or just in general, they just want a nice photo of it. Waiting on Pete Jones to grid up out of P2, and then we will be away. There he is, just flashed it. So as I said, let us know in the chat who you're backing for, who's your favourite number, who's your favourite car. Let us know in the chat. We'll try and flick to them and have a look and keep up with how their night's travelling. But just while we got this little break, I'm going to take a quick run to the bathroom. Don't go away. Scratch that. We won't. We are going to move. We'll try and get a bit of a break under a safety car. Hopefully we don't get too many safety cars this evening. We're going to see some good mates off the front row. Jason Holdsworth and Pete Jones. We'll see those boys off the front. Followed by Julian Mookie and Bryce Meddings. Then we'll start to get into our fixed trucks, Scotty Rankin and Semi Katakazunas. Followed by Jared Gilbert and Ryan Huckle. We go back to more of our open trucks, Brian Blundell and Tyrone Walsh. Then Matty Chalker and Tim Blundell, Mickey Locke and Dylan Gray off the rear. So Dylan Gray there on screen with the red banner. Pulling up beside his good mate Mickey Locke. So Barney there, we can see him on the... let me just refresh SDK because it dropped my track map again. Love it. Green flag is up. Waiting on the drop. There we go, they are away. Jay Soldier, Pete Jones now 3 wide. Bryce Wings up on the outside. Scotty Rankin going for an early move in the fixed series. Bringing truck down the bottom. Cutting up. Remember, this is going to be a draft fest. We're going to see a lot of drafting tonight. There's Pete Jones there, just going backwards a little bit. As we ride on board with Julian Rookie now. Watching all around him. Scott Rankin up on the high side. Yeah, just slots in. Young Dylan Gray now moving forward as well. He's up into P9. Again, back into early work. Just going to settle into the groove and do his thing. As I said, Dylan being the star of this series so far for season 2. Brendan Griffiths now. We saw his voice from Cataclysm have a good round last week. So a bit of a cheeky win too for Brendan last week. So well done to him. Pete Jones got all the way back to P11. Just got to get the truck into the window. He'll be fine. Get race pace going. He'll be back there in no time. Just jump on board. Have a ride to Pete Jones and see what he sees. We saw Dylan Gray down low there. Just running the bottom. He set up Hayter to that as he gets up beside Bryce Weddings here. Again, Scott Rankin doing a good job there. Holding on to P3. 70k, oh, a little wiggle there. See the 338 there of Tyrone Walsh just on the outside. Oh. Oh. How Sammy avoided the caution there is beyond me. That's... And that was very lucky. Scotty Rankin now back into P4. You can see it, just the blue fixed banner on the third car, left side, up against the wall. And Dylan Gray has moved up into P2, all the way from the rear, so he's up 13 spots. It'll be interesting to see how... if him and Jason can work together now and press on. You see some interesting fighting back here in the pack. Brian Blundell there. Pete Jones, Timo Blundell, all there. The two Cataclysm boys. Jared Gilbert, Brendan Griffiths. In amongst it as well. A good racing at the back of the pack there. Dylan Gray now for the lead. And Jace Holdsworth's just going to sit in there and just ride in that draft. Got a fuel save, but a tyre save right there now for Jason. He's like, right, young fella, you want to lead? Go right ahead. Well, Scotty Rankin now back into P4. Bryce Meddings and Tyrone Walsh right behind him, so see how they transition to the front. We've got a bit of a break up in the pack now. Brendan Griffiths has dropped back. But Ryan Huckle picked up now with these boys as well. So Ryan Huckle, Pete Jones, Jared Gilbert, Brian Blundell and Tim Blundell all in this little pack right here. Oh, he just heard the truck get a little loose. Quickly caught it. So riding on board with Pete Jones now. We'll actually jump to his cockpit. Have a look. That's what he's saying. Oh, that is going to be a caution. We'll have a... Oh, wrong camera. We'll have a... I don't think there'll be any damage per se. They might be alright. They might have got away with that. Just rotation. Well, there's a little damage there. Dylan Gray will now pick up the field. As we get to the safety car. There it is. Just doing a quick check. Will we see the boys run for pit lane when it opens? So, will we see pit stops? Who takes the early stop? We are only 11 laps in. Who takes the early stop? Refresh your tyres, top off the fuel, extend the run a little bit, or do you stay out and stay on the warm tyres? Do we see a psych out? Do we see anyone fake for the pit lane? But while we are in a safety car, I will take that bathroom break. Right, and we're back. Sorry about that, folks. So we do see Mickey Lock didn't pit. But he will lead this restart. He's the only one who did not pit. So we'll have to see how that plays out. So we'll see how this plays out for young Mickey Lock. There we go. Safety car's away. We'll go racing this time by. Barney's going to drop that flag. Send us back to race conditions. We'll have to see how these boys handle it. So, Tyrone Walsh, Dylan Gray, Mickey Lock, all for SLM, all on the front of this queue. Remembering Mickey Lock didn't pit. So we'll have to see how that plays out from here. He's now going to drop to the bottom. Let the two boys head on out to go down and hunt the Pete Jones jumped to pits. Well, what's going on there? We'll investigate. Jason Holdsworth just made a cheeky little move in the P2. Not sure if you all saw that, but made a nice little squeeze on the SLM boys. Julian Mookie on screen, chasing the back of Timo Blondell. We saw Timo really quick in practice, slowly making his way forward. Scott Rankin now puts the fixed truck in a P2. You can see the draft that plays out for the boys down the back straight here. The draft is massive. Scotty goes up on the high side. Dylan Gray follows him up there. Tries to pick up the draft. Timo now on the outside. 3 wide on the front stretch. Be nice, boys. Play nice there. Jump on Tyrone's cockpit to have a look at what he's just seen and what's going on around him right now. So that is his teammate Dylan Gray on the left and Timo Blondell on the right. Timo now just coming forward with P3. Again, the race pace for Timo definitely showing out. Jace Holdsworth is out the front. He's just sitting there. He's got Scotty Rankin right behind him. There's Julian on the inside of Tyrone Walsh. Tyrone pick up his draft now. We'll see if he can use it. That's Bryce Bennings there. Nice little battles forming all over the field. Sam Katakazunas with Matty Chalker. 2 orange trucks. Very good looking truck, I must say. Have a look back up. Dylan Gray now slip back into P5. See if he can pick up a friend in Bryce Reddings to go forward. He's got a wiggle. Just grab the wall. Just a little. To Dylan Gray, just a little wiggle up into the wall. Scotty Rank now looking at the back of Timo Blundell and Jason Halter. Draft does play a big advantage here. Because whether you can use it or not. So Timo Blundell, 39.94. Scotty Rankin has a 39.88 fastest lap. Lap 20 in the books. So here we go. Only one safety car so far. Boys driving extremely well out there. What we're doing away. See if Dylan can catch the draft here with Bryce and use it. Definitely got it. There's a big gap to the front four now, right? Julian trying to get back to Scotty Rankin now. So how's everybody's Monday night? What's everybody been up to today? "22 laps in the book now." Tyrone Walsh is a little way back now. Bryce Reddings. Dylan Gray in front of him, so see how these boys go late race. So Megan's just dropped one more spot. So fixed trucks are showing they can go with the front guys tonight. Almost a second off his best lap, eh? So I'll have to see what the boys can do later on. Sammy K back here. Looks like he's all by himself. Chalker on the back of Ryan Huckle and Brendan Griffiths. We see, looks like Brian Blundell. No, Brian Blundell's out there. Looks like Pete Jones, no longer in the server. A bit sad. Jump on the nose cam and Bryce. Ride with Bryce for a lap or two. See if he can get any headway up these boys in front of him. All three of these boys, 5, 6 and 7, all in open series, so we need to put the team colours aside, work together, use the draft, go forward. So we just got word that Pete Jones actually had an engine go bang. So during that restart phase, something triggered or checked up, and unfortunately, that's a race over for Pete Jones tonight. So that looks like the end of Pete's night, unfortunately. Right, let's get back to the front with Tim Blundell and Jason Holdsworth. These two boys are pulling Julian along. So they're just dragging Julian on the back of this. So riding there with Julian now, you can see that gap, 0.5 of a second, so not far away. 29 laps in the books. Going very well tonight. Julian running that alternate line, so up a little bit higher. Scotty Rankin now just falling back a little bit. Not much you can really do in answer to the open boys. But still a rather handsome job there in the fixed truck. So keep an eye on the boys behind him in the open, see if they can get back to him. Ryan Huckle has given us a yellow flag. Let's have a look there. Has he done it on his own? Oh, the rear just got away and just snapped back. Oh. Oh, he did catch one of the other boys there. Looks like Brendan Griffiths might have been caught in that. So he's had to tow. That car's broken, sadly. So we're back under pace car conditions, so we get it all under control again. We'll go back live. So just working out who gets to go by and who gets to stay in queue. Jump to the front of the queue now with Jason Holdsworth leading this freight train around. So lap 32 now, so we're just on the halfway point, quite literally. I'm sure they'll all box this time around. Mickey Locke didn't box in the first one, so we'll see if he goes this time. Bryce Benning showing his hand very early. Long trundle down pit lane. Jace Holdsworth taking tyres. See the car goes up. Is he taking 4? Only 2. He's taking 4 tyres. Followed up with that go-go juice. Timo's going to come out right behind him. Julian and Scott. Coleraine Walsh there. John Gray made up a couple of spots. Did Jason Holdsworth just DC? I think Jason Holdsworth just DC'd. So Timo Blundell is going to inherit the lead. And he's going to be alongside Julian Mookie. So again, the field's going to bunch up and we'll go racing again. So not sure what's happened to Jace Holdsworth. I just saw him drop down the order. Yeah, it looks like he has packet loss out of the server. Hopefully he can get back in and be back here. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Are we going to go green this time around? We'll see if Bunny changes the flag. Does he change it? No, looks like he might still be. There's the green flag, so safety car will be in pit lane this time, White. Timo Blundell is going to get us back underway. On the outside, left-hand side of the circuit there, you can see the white truck. Julian Mookie on the inside. Very even start. See what the boys can manage now. Lap 35 in the book. And tight racing up front. Got 3 rows, 2 by 2. Oh, we're going to fan out 3, 4 wide here. Let's get a look from nose cam and Bryce Weddings. It's the Riot Sim car. What do you reckon? We'll see how the graph can affect here for Bryce. Dylan Gray down on the low side. Trying to pick up the draft with Julian and Tim. He's going forward. That's his teammate there, Tyrone Walsh, in the 338. Just going at the inside of Bryce. The SLM boys now line astern with each other. See if they can work together. Tyrone a bit of cockpit time. Good to see him trying to push around the inside of Julian Wookie there. See if you can make that line work. Sam Katakuzunas there, up in front of Jared Gilbert. Watching from the nose cam for Sammy Katakuzunas. Get a good look at the back of that Toyota. Jared Gilbert is running currently P7, Semi K in P8. Battles heating up at the front. Timo Blundell leading the way. Dylan Gray currently P2, Julian Wookie P3, Tyrone Walsh, people on screen, Ricken back in P5, leading at the fixed trucks. With Jared Gilbert and 7K not too far away. Hopefully Jared and Semi can stay inside that little window there. Get on the back with Bryce and just suck up a little bit to this pack. Oh, Julian's around. Oh. Let's have a... Oh. But not a whole lot can be done there. So we are back under safety car again. Lap 41 of 75. So Jace Holdsworth just did get back into the session, so must have been an internet drop out there. Unfortunate, they do happen. But he'll get that waiver in and get on the back, and we'll come forward. So Matty Chalker. Sure what's going on there. That's a bit of a change of order. Maybe he got past before the yellow come in. Well, I dare say Jared Gilbert will be looking for the pit entry. There we go. So we're going to be hitting it this time around. So we'll see who wants to jump in. 10 laps on this set of tyres and fuel. So dare say we probably won't see Mr. Holdsworth jumping in the pit lane. We might see some front boys do it. So we'll ride with them and see who goes for the stop. Timo's still leading the way. 39.50. We'll check up the best time actually. You guys at home. 39.49 for Tim and 39.50 for Dylan. As we do take our stops. On this, our third caution of the night, ladies and gentlemen, with only 23 laps left to go. Tim Blondell is away. Timo, Tyrone, Scotty Rankin, Bryce Meddings, Dylan Gray is our order off pit road. $70K into P2 of our fixed series, and Matty Chalker P3. So as per normal, we will be back to our normal race review. So the boys will put in their review tickets after the race, and the new review panel will be assembled, and they will investigate those reviews. But we won't be broadcasting the review from that point. So, after our interviews tonight, we will sign out for the evening and look forward to what's coming throughout the week. Don't forget, we have IMSA Sports Cars tomorrow night. We have Tin Tops on Wednesday night. Sadly, iRacing didn't let us run Tin Tops last week. And then we got our Formula Ford on Friday. Not too sure what's happening with our IRO1 on Saturday. That is still in the air, so we have to see how that goes. So yeah, we'll see what happens for that closer to the end of the week. So safety car is going to be coming around any tick of the clock. We'll peel off this time around. We'll go green, lap 44. This will be 45 when we go light. 30 laps to go. Green flag is up. Tim Blundell on the inside. White truck has the call. He may go whenever he is ready. And he does go. Looks like Jared Gilbert went to the high side. So jump on the nose cone with Dylan Gray, see what he's looking at. He's trying to draft with Scotty Rankin. Three wide now. Scotty down on the low side. Timo now pushing back up the track. Gonna go looking for the middle. Gonna great now moves around Scotty Rankin. Now Scotty back P5. Sammy Hayter right behind him. Good look from Sammy's car. Oh, there we go. Back of the Scotty Rankin will do it. Oh, there's a crash. Oh no. Let's have a look if we can. What's going on here? Oh no. Oh, Scott got caught in that as well. Oh no. Alright, so how much damage has Scott got? So Scotty was just in front of Sam before the caution came around. So, how much damage has Scotty got from that incident? We'll have to wait and see, I guess. But Dylan Gray now, back to the front. He's going to have a sparring partner in Bryce Meddings off the front row with him, if they all stop. Which I don't think they need to. I think they can get home. It will just be depending on if they want to take the extra fuel. So we'll have to see how this plays out, folks. We're almost in the last little window. We'll get a bit of a look at what's going on here. Oh, Bryce got so lucky to get away with that. So lucky. So we'll see who takes a pit stop. Who thinks they can make it with only 27 laps left. Scott Rankin has to peel off, go get some damage fixed, I would suggest. It's going to put him down a fair way. Unfortunately though, that's what happens. As we hear in motorsport though, safety cars breed safety cars, so this is caution number 4 after 49 laps of racing. But 2 fixed and 2 open trucks on the front 2 rows. It's going to be very interesting. Jace Holdsworth is actually back into P6. So a couple of wave rounds got him back in the playbook. So we're watching Scotty Rankin now has come out P8. So he is 4th currently in class. He's going to be back behind Jace Holds, well, actually back behind Mickey Locke and Brian Blondell, I believe. So we'll have a look at the restart when we get that going. So Julian Wookie is back out there as well. Scott Rankin spent 1:16 just pit time stationary getting those repairs, so must have had a slightly bigger hit. There's Scotty Rankin and Brian Blondell. Going to line up there where they are, so it's going to be like what, 4. So Jason Holdsworth back now P10. We have gone green. So we are back. Right on board with Scotty Rankin. He's looking at the back of Michael Locke. Might jump in his cockpit. Trying to look. There's the 55 of Michael Locke. How much damage is still pertaining in that car, we'll have to wait and see. Who else can press forward now as well? Locke's going to go for the bottom. Jace Holdsworth, they're coming through the field as well. He's on the back of Matty Chalker. Back up to the P6. Next car is, or next truck, Scotty Rankin. See it there on the screen. So after a disconnect, Jason got himself back into as a contender. We've got 23 to go. We'll watch the progress of Jace Holdsworth, see what happens here. Julian Mookie way up the top of screen. The fixed trucks are just wiggling around a little bit. Jace just makes another spot there. Looking all over the back of Scotty Rankin here. Jace Holdsworth. He's come back through the field. Semi-K's not far out of it though. Now. 3-7. Oh, there's a bit of smoke there. Not sure who that was. .20 to go. Boys will be good to get home from here. We'll see. Scotty Rankin looking to the outside. It's going to get shut down very quick, I think. So Holdsworth just sitting there, the big red NasTrucks on the back of his truck, looking to the bottom. Semi-K's got a beautiful picture here. He's looking at the back of these trucks and just waiting. If something should happen, it'll be the benefactor for sure. But let's not wish that. And for a clean run home, Scotty Rankin into P2. Dylan Gray now with a big gap to Jason Holdsworth. She's running side by side with Julian Wookie, who's already a couple of laps down from that earlier damage. See Jason Holdsworth now to P2, Scotty Rankin back into P3. Semi-K's getting a nice run on the back of Bryce Meddings. See if we can make it work. Jace Holdsworth. Head down, chasing Dylan Gray. Getting Jet to the back of him. Let's have a look. There's the gap, folks. Nothing in it between these top two boys right now. There's 17 to go. Does Jace want to make the move, or does he just want to sit there and pound the back of the grey truck? WK first hitter, currently P2 at the fixed series, chasing Bryce Meddings currently. Back in at 15 to go. Scotty Rankin on train now battling with Julie Wookie. Tim Blundell is out as well. Sadly, like a night-ending crash for him, that last one. Where are we? Manny Chalker and Mickey Locke back here for the 4 and 5 in the fixed series. Battling hard as we get down to 14 to go. Sam has made that pass. Let's have a look at that. Just up and around the outside. I think Bryce knows he's got a comfortable podium anyway, so doesn't need to press on too fast, too hard. Jace Holdsworth now looking at the back of Dylan Gray again. Going to pressure the young man. Nice little battle here between the two boys. Oh. Jason working the back of that truck over. Jason Holder's got a little bit in tank still. Have to see how it plays out in the coming laps. Jace Holdsworth makes that big move underneath. Let's get back to the wide angle. Looks like Semi-K is about 4.8 seconds off the back of Scotty Rankin. Scotty all out front here. We see Dylan Gray and Jason Holdsworth now flipping spots for the lead with 10 to go. So it's a battle of survival out here tonight. Jason Holdsworth just looks like he stretched that lead. Just opened a nice little gap to Dylan Gray. So can Semi-K make any inroads? Can he get into the draft of Tyrone Walsh and use that to get to Scotty Rankin? Can Scotty Rankin partner up with Julian Wookie and get away from these boys? We might see the other Cataclysm boy up in the room tonight, Jared Gilbert, back there. Just keeping a clean set of heels. Once he doesn't get caught up with Matty Chalker there, he might be alright. We've got 8 to go, folks. 8 to go. Let's get back to our leaders. Dylan Gray there, P2. Jace Holdsworth has now stepped that out to a 1.3 second gap. He's just driving off the front now. So remember, Jace had that early disconnect. So a couple of safety cars might have just saved him here, but get a chat with him and find out what happened there, because it's not the first time in the last couple of weeks we've seen a dropout from Jace. We'll find out what has gone on for him there. Team Bushing Racing here, semi-categories. Bryce Meddings there. Jared Gilbert, Matty Chalker there with Mickey Locke, and also Tyrone Walsh. We're down to 6 to go. Jace Holdsworth has a 2-second gap now. There's the gap on the screen. Jason just got this truck in the window. It's a shame we didn't get to see him and Timo battle right at the end here, because we're very close during practice, and would have been very close on the track as well. So Bryce has gotten back past Sam Katakazunas, so he's gotten that outright 4th spot. Let's see if he can work over the back of that. Dylan Gray now. 3-second gap to Jace Holdsworth. 4 laps to go. Jace Holdsworth looking like he's back in good form again. So as we're watching out, Jace Holdsworth, 3 seconds to the good of Dylan Gray, P2. Scotty Rankin 2 seconds further back. Sam and Bryce having a cracking battle here, fixed American truck. Again, one's fully custom, he can do what he wants to his truck, and the other one's restricted by what they can do. So as they now come into 2 to go. Top of the field is pretty well stretched out. Dylan Gray, Scott Rankin, Bryce and Sam still battling. Jared Gilbert back here. Now got a 4-second gap to Matty Chalker and Mickey Locke. Battling hard there for P4 and 5 in the fixed trucks. So boys still taking the fight right to the end. 1 to go. This is the final lap. We will ride with Mr. Holdsworth. As he brings it down the back straight. And he tips it in. Or jump to Barney. As we see Brian Blundell go past. And the checker is going to wave for Jason Holdsworth. Followed very closely by Dylan Gray. Scotty Rankin down on the apron. We're going to see, it's going to be Bryce Meddings. Bryce Meddings, Sam, Jared. Matty Chalker, Mickey Locke. Brendan Griffiths there, I believe. So there we have it. The Jace Holdsworth already bailed. Look at that. So what we'll do, while the boys sort themselves in, we will throw to an intermission and be right back with our interviews. Don't go away. Right, we are back. We have got some boys up in the green room. Welcome, Robinson, on the YouTube side. Pleasure to have you along. So let's bring in might do a little bit different tonight. I might actually bring in our outright podium, and then we'll chat to the class guys after that. So let me bring in Mr. Scotty Rankin, mate. Good job tonight out there. Third outright and winner of the fixed trucks. How was that?
Really happy with how we managed the car. The damage actually made the car easier to drive because it made it tighter, wicked loose on the long run. So it was all about conserving the right rear. It was actually really good to sit and chat with Sam Katsakuznis, and just so much respect between us two that I was sort of coaching him through the tire phase and how to manage that a little bit. But basically the whole field I think was impacted by straight line damage, and a 2 mile track you really can't allow that to happen. That's race impacting. It's basically race killing. So
yeah, we did see you got caught up in that as a complete bystander, and unfortunately that dragged you back a few spots, but you put up a fight.
Yeah, I mean, just got to keep your head on your shoulders, keep looking. At the end of the day, if I come back out there and get third place in the fixed, I mean, that was, a big target. I was not confident in how good the straight line speed was. We clutch in as soon as the wreck happened, check the engine RPM. We lost no engine RPM, so that was key. But yeah, the front splitter was all of a sudden dragging on the ground, so that was an issue.
Yeah, no good. But hey, good result in the end for yourself, and a bit of a better outcome from last week. We heard you say last week you're a little bit disappointed in just driver mentality, I guess you'd say, but a bit of a bounce back this week.
I mean, I'm still disappointed in driver mentality. Like, 2 mile tracks are all about lane choices and not self-clearing yourself. And I think that's what basically all those incidents that happened in and around me were basically people just coming off and trying to cut the run off. It's a lot of give and take. And yeah, it's really tricky, man. I messed it up in the NASCAR iRacing series on Saturday night. It's really easy to do, but it's crucial. And that's where the IndyCar background really helps, I guess.
Yeah, nice. Well, we'll get those shout-outs off you, mate. We'll get through these podiums pretty quickly tonight and let you get back out there and celebrate.
Yep, so I have to sit down and have a conversation with Riot Sim Racing because some very cool news has come through the water. I've been invited to partake as part of an American oval team, which is really cool. So I've got to make some decisions in the next couple of days about what goes on for the road course side of things. So first and foremost, I can't say enough about the guys over at Riot Sim Racing. They've been incredibly supportive. They've been wanting to work with me. The guys at 19 are always a pleasure to race in and around and work with as well. So for the Riot Sim Racing sponsors, we want to say a big shout out to... I have this open somewhere, I promise. You would think I would get this like ready to go before I jump in. Bliss Homes, Mark Hughes Foundation, Gamer Gear Direct, can't say enough about them. They're so important, and Card Effects. And I don't have the sponsor intel on Wanted Goons, which that all got signed up yesterday. So yeah, really proud of the. It's an opportunity to work with some of the world's best oval racers. So.
Well, congratulations on it, mate, from us here, and hopefully we'll see the work pay off.
Mate, thank you very much. Pleasure.
All right, Scotty, we'll see you next week.
See ya.
All right, that was Scotty Rankin for the third place overall. Let's drag in young Dylan Gray. We're doing a little bit different tonight, bringing in our podium. P2 outright, mate. How was your night?
Happy.
You were a little bit back and forwards there with Jace early on, mate, and then got it your own way, and then you come back at the end. So
yeah, honestly, if he came, as soon as I saw him release packets, I went, He's done. He's out, and then all of a sudden he came back 2 laps in. I went, darn it! I can't have it like last week.
So we did see the safety cars really bring him back into play, though. But were you confident tonight?
Yeah. I was honestly aiming to get top five with from the rear grid in that, but honestly, P2, I'm happy extending the lead. Then to another oval, and then circuit racing, which I'm happy about.
Yeah, no, exactly right. So yeah, we did see that rear grid for you, mate. But it was a good drive forward. You went a few spots early, then just picked away and stayed clean. You didn't get any damage in those incidents, so you had a good run there.
Yeah, I'm happy, and that I know I still got, I think, drop rounds to come into play, so I need to pick. I think I'm going to cop a fair couple of points with the drop rounds that could hurt a bit.
Yeah, you don't want to have too many good rounds because then they hurt you when you got your drop rounds, don't they?
Yeah, so hopefully, if Holsworth has the internet issues and I can drive my way back to the front, then pretty much will be my second place will be a drop round and my third place would be a drop round.
Right. So interesting. We'll have to see what plays out there, mate. Shout outs, mate. Who do you want to thank for tonight?
SLM, Matt, spotting the boys, Tyrone, myself, and Mickey. CFR for putting on the league, and you doing the broadcast and that.
No worries, mate. Well done. Hey, congratulations out there, P2 tonight. Probably not where you wanted to be, but still a very good result.
No, I'm happy with the P2. At least I've stepped on every step of the... been on every spot on the podium this season in the trucks.
Yeah, well done, mate. Well, we'll see you back here tomorrow night, yeah, for IMSA.
If it's Road America, 100%. I'm not going to let Matt walk all over me tomorrow night. Same as Doug. I'm making my car literally track wide.
All right, folks, you heard it here first. Tune in tomorrow night to see if Dylan can actually defend in the IMSA tomorrow night. So well done, mate, tonight, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, let's get the winner in. We get Mr. Jason Holdsworth in. Mate, wasn't always clear cut for you tonight. What? Take us through. What happened?
Got disconnected again. I seem to have some issues with Australian servers.
Are you sure it's not Australia? Your international network?
No. Well, I've had no issues in officials this week, and they're all US-based servers, so
right.
It's becoming a bit of a convenience. Or like, you know what I mean? Like, it's 2 weeks in a row I've got disconnected from Australian server. Not 100% sure, obviously, but didn't matter today. Still got the W.
I was going to say you got the lucky dogs when you needed them the most and got back to the pointy end right when it mattered, mate. But once you got to the front, you just drove away. Like, were you hoping to sit behind Dylan for a while longer, or were you always going to press on and go?
I don't know. Like, you saw that I probably just sat fourth in queue for a few laps there, just saving tyres. And I sat behind Dylan, pushing him around a little bit to get him to use his tyres up a little bit. Dylan's a very good driver, but I know how to push people around a little bit and get them loose and make them wear their tyres a little bit. And then once he started getting loose, that's when I went underneath him and drove off, essentially.
Yeah, good job tonight, mate. And again, I think you might just have to add this into your repertoire, mate. Get a DC and then just come back and win it. Like, I think it's a good effort.
I'm actually very happy about that. It was actually really fun having to, do those type of things, come through the field. I actually love coming through the field. It's one of my favourite things to do on this game.
Hey, just quickly before we get your shout-outs and stuff, Timo Blundell really put the pressure on during practice. He was actually quicker. Would have been a good battle between you and him there at the end.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what happened to him in the race because before I got disconnected, he was right behind me. So I think I missed what happened to him.
Yeah,
I don't know. You have to fill me in here.
No, I think
I can't even go back and look at the replay.
Yeah, I think you might have to do that. It might have actually been called for a request. So I don't know. We'll leave that to the stewarding room. But mate, who would you like to thank for coming out tonight?
Obviously, all the boys at Nitro. Special thanks to Joseph Zeta this week, helping with the setup. That I actually put this week's one together, or the update, I should say. Jordan, my sponsor on the truck. You can go visit his TikTok at Jordan Martin, or TikTok/Jordan Martin, whatever it is. And the other one is Dick Insider. Mrs. loves the Dick Insider. I'm sure yours will too. So they're on the truck these days as well.
Unbelievable. No, well done, mate. And congratulations on that. What looked to be a rather simple win for you, mate.
Yeah, it looks like it at the end, but if you watch the replay, you'll see it wasn't very simple.
No, well done tonight, Jason. We'll look forward to seeing you next week, buddy.
Thanks, Rob. Catch you then.
See you, mate. All right, now let's go and talk to our third place getter in the Fix series, Jared Gilbert, P3 in the Fix trucks tonight, mate. Well done. Take us through your night.
Yeah, it was a bit crazy, wasn't it? Yeah, I mean, like, it was pretty crazy for me, actually. Just, rolling around, saving tires, doing what you do, and a couple of safety cars really threw a curveball.
Yeah, no. Notice that we saw you start sort of P8, so you were sort of there or thereabouts most of the time, but just kept clean and stayed out of trouble, mate.
Pretty much it, mate. Once me and my teammate got together, we sort of just linked up and trucked on through, which was brilliant until that yellow truck got into a little bit of a mishap. I forgot who that was. It was a bit crazy on my end, but a little bit of poo came out. Sliding in my seat after that. That was fun.
Yeah, no, that's going to happen, isn't it? It's always going to be the case. But hey, it's your first podium here as well, I believe.
Number 2.
Number 2. It is number 2.
Number 2. Yeah,
Fair
3
enough.
weeks in a row, Chuchified Industries on one of the podiums. Love it.
Doing very well. Starting to find your groove.
Oh, yeah, gotta love the boss man, always helping out.
Yeah, exactly. Well, mate, who would you like to thank for racing tonight and bringing you out?
Oh, well, obviously, I'd like to thank, Truck 236, Brandon Griffiths, boss man, leader of the team. I'd like to thank Cataclysm Computers, Field Hydration, Shockworks, Quokka Mousepads, all those guys. Much appreciated.
Excellent, mate. Well done tonight on that P3 for the Fixed. We look forward to seeing you back next week.
No worries. Thanks for having me.
All right, the man of the moment who's also got other duties. Bryce Medic, sorry, mate, I completely forgot you had other duties aside for tonight.
No, that's all good.
Take us through your night, bud, and how was it? Looked like you stayed pretty clean out there.
Yeah, tonight was just tough because after qualifying, I didn't put the race setup back on. So here I am trying to get around this track, and I've got no right front tire to do anything with. So I dropped off quite a bit. Probably saw it on the stream. I just went on that final restart. We had Dylan and I were together for about 5 laps, and then that was it. Yeah. So that was about the night summed up. We tried correcting it with the tire pressures, made it much more drivable. Early on, it was done after about 3 laps. So is what it is, and hopefully next week I don't make the same mistake.
Hey, P3 is still a pretty good result, though, given the field that was around you, and the 2 guys in front are very quick.
Yeah, no, a lot of just surviving, really. Couple of people getting hooked and falling out of the race who probably would have finished in front of me tonight, just with how it was going. But yeah, just keeping it clean and staying going forward is the way you survive these things, and otherwise recovered pretty well from what may have been a pretty tragic night. So
well said. Well, mate, we won't hold you too long. We know you've got other duties, but who would you like to thank for bringing you out tonight and racing?
Big thanks to MX Wraps Racing, the title sponsor on the car. Big thanks to Chris for painting the car and making the thing look as pretty as it does. And lastly, EPI for the setup. This week it was pretty good. The qualifying setup can go you in a race. I wouldn't recommend it, but it can. It can. The race setup was good for the entirety of the practice that I did with it, so...
So there's the hot tip, folks, from Bryce. The EPI setups, quali runs on your race time. That's the way to do it.
Exactly. Well, quali setup in the race is the only reasonable setup decision to make.
Yeah, exactly. Now, well done tonight, mate. P3 in the open trucks and P4 outright. So good job for you. And we'll see you back next week.
I'll see you back next week. Cheers.
All right, we'll let Bryce go and do his other duties. And that is going to bring us to an end, sadly, for the trucks. But that's not the end of the week. Not the end of the week. Tomorrow night, the IMSA Sports Car Challenge from Road America. LMP3, GT4, going to be a cracking night. Don't forget our Drive for Mental Health Season 2. Links are in the chat, also in the Kick panels on the Kick channel. Again, if you feel like donating and want to help us achieve greatness, please do the things. Follow the on-screen instructions. That's going to wrap it up for us, guys, tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate you all being here. We will see you tomorrow night. Good night from CFR Widecrest.